Oh, how does it look if we chuck blue on this one? So I'm just setting up for the shoot that we've got tomorrow, which is a photography only shoot. And what we're shooting is some perforated wrap. So something a little bit different, doing that product photography. And just talk you through quickly the lighting setup that we've got here. So we've set up our main key light, which is an Aperture 300X. I went with the bi-color just to give us a bit more flexibility on the shoot day. And what we've done is we've coupled this with a layer of diffusion, which will help soften the light. So we get a nice soft light actually on the product. And we've got this Octodome grid on the front. And what the grid does is help stop the light from spilling out across the whole scene, because we've got this nice black backdrop and we don't want to wash that out. So this really helps keep that light really focused on the product. We've also coupled that with some negative fill just off to the side here. And again, that just helps stop any unwanted light spilling onto the product. So it just helps keep the background nice and dark. We've also got these P60 panel lights. And the reason why we have these lights is just to add a bit of color to the scene. Probably a blue tone, and that's just gonna add a nice little bit of color, one to the product and to the background as well.
So as you've just seen, Darren has been down here setting up this set for tomorrow, but I'm going to do a little bit of fine tweaking on our presentation side of things. One thing that's super important to me, especially when we have visitors coming into the office, is our presentation and making sure that our office looks super spick and span. So on the weekend, me and my partner came here and gave it a good old clean, but there's a few extra bits to do, as you can probably see behind me here. The windows don't have their sound panels on them, and over in the other side of the room, there are some wheels from the van, and just a bit of mess here, there and everywhere. So I want to make sure that they're all tidy, put away, and everything looks nice and neat for when our client visits us tomorrow. So let's get started. Oh, missed it. There we go. You can probably see that on camera, can't you? We'll just slide that over. No one saw a thing, okay? If you're a business owner and you've got uniforms that have progressed over the years, perhaps people have worn them and returned them after leaving, or you've just changed your logo, which is what we had in our case. What do you do with your old uniforms? Like, we've got a whole box here full of ancient uniforms, like old Menace Media stuff, pre-Menace Media stuff, high-vises, hats, t-shirts, polos, hoodies, everything is in there. But I don't know what to do with it because it's useless now. It's not representative of what we are now, especially with the branding side of things. But some of it will end up being heritage, I'm sure. It'll get framed and put somewhere if we ever, when we get to where we want to be. But for now, yeah, what do other business owners do? What do you guys do with your old stuff? Let me know in the comments below. Last thing to do is, in the kitchen, we have an enormous pile of cardboard from when we had the air conditioning installed, which I've been slowly getting rid of through our recycling. Obviously the bin is only a certain size, and hopefully this week, just before this shoot, the bin was emptied earlier today, so hopefully what's left will fit in that bin. Fingers crossed.
And yeah, you're almost gonna have to stretch out and then like, so yourself is back, if that makes sense.
Jesus, my back really.
Yeah, like that type of thing's perfect.
And hold that there, guys.
I'm just thinking like a standard for each product, so we have like a stretch shot.
Of each of them ones, yeah.
The roll itself.
Because whilst we got it all set up in position, we can do a lot with that and merge them in.
Yeah, a little bit, just over this section here so I can see him a bit more. So that type of thing.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so we've got a mix, top down and a bit more front on.
Cool, you happy with those ones?
Yeah,
Good stuff.
All right, amazing. Got it. Good stuff.
Super successful day. Shoot went incredibly well. Now that the team have gone home, I'm going to take an opportunity while the weather's not too hot, not too cold, to give this van a clean because it is absolutely filthy. Presentation is super important. So let me get all my stuff together and then hopefully within 1 hour or so, we'll have a clean, lovely van. There we have it, looking nice and shiny again, well presented and ready for the next project. Now I'm going to get everything back in the garage, up on the lift.
So there was a shoot down in the studio yesterday. My job today is to go through the stills, choose some selects, and then edit those selects to the requirements that they need. So I'm using Lightroom to go through the photos and choose my selects. I've had to go through 800 selects and I've managed to narrow it down to 90 photos. The client was on shoot yesterday as well in the studio, and they were able to pick out some ones along the way, which they really enjoyed. Within Photoshop, I'm taking away some of the studio elements, so the lighting, any stands that they used, or the floor that it was sitting on. This way I can compose different backgrounds, gradients, or different lights that just make the product more into a hero image for their website. It's a fairly tight turnaround on this one, so with the shoot happening yesterday on Wednesday, we are expected to hand over the sort of like first drafts on Friday. Got quite a few more to do today, so I'm just going to crack on.